Hey, it's TeefordTV, and here are the 5 steps for making better chord progressions. Step 1, find a scale. Step 2, make a 3-note chord progression, so each chord is only going to have 3 notes. Then add 2 more notes to each chord. Then after that, spice it up. Add them, switch the top one to a melody, make some changes, you know what I mean? And then step 5, layer it. That's it. You don't need to watch the rest if you don't want to. I'm just going to demonstrate it real quick. What I did is I hopped on with this piano, and this is just gonna be really basic. I'm not even gonna know what it sounds like. It's just like a shitty major thing. So listen to this. Oh shit. Okay, yeah, so try this. Skip a ghost note. Do this. You don't need to copy this exactly. It sounds way better than with 3. It just adds more volume to it. If there's too much bass in whatever preset you're using, just control click and then control up to switch up the sound. It makes everything higher. It doesn't work always. Sometimes notes are just a little too close together. So now that you've done this, I'm just going to switch this out. Oh shit. Yeah, so one way that you can make this more interesting is shorten this. Look at the ghost notes. Or actually, let's try this first. See, it's already better. This is really fucking basic though. So, that's spicing it up pretty much, just not making it all those stale long chords. So let me show you the example of my finished beat and what I did with it. Alright, so this is what I had. This is my keys, my finished beat. So I started out with the keys and I did the exact same process, and I just made it a lot more interesting. This is in a minor scale as well. So yeah, I use some diminished notes, I think, or fucking augments. I don't know what any of that shit is. I just know they're not the regular skip one ghost note, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so after I had this, I went to layering, which I was talking about earlier. So I layered it with an ARP after. I was using the ARP just to create not create space, but just fill in space, because the piano, it just sounds way too open. It sounds, I don't know, it just doesn't have enough room, or it doesn't take up enough room. So together, the ARP just makes it not repetitive and just creates little notes that you wouldn't have thought to put there. And then the last thing I added was this guitar / pad thing. So yeah, all together. Yeah, so I think that sounds way more full. And then the finished beat, this is what it sounds like. Let me just make sure everything's on. So yeah, that's what it sounds like. So remember the 5 steps if you didn't write them down before. Remember them. 3-note chords with scalar, or just with whatever you come up with. Step 2, find the scale, or you can flip those around, it'll make it easier for you. 3, add 2 more notes to your chords. 4, spice it up. 5, layer it. So I didn't talk too much about which sounds to layer with. It's kind of just trial and error. But what I like to start out with is keys. add an ARP or a pad, and then after that, if you still want to add something else to it, just fuck around, like bells, like some kind of weird ass lead, like anything, you know what I mean? Like you don't want to just follow the same formula every time, or your beats are just gonna sound like, oh, okay, this guy has keys, this guy has an ARP, this guy has a pad, like that's it. You know, that shit gets boring. So just try new shit. Message me on Instagram, like my links will be in the description. I'll leave feedback on your beats, I'll check them out. You can leave feedback on my beats. I know I'm not the greatest yet. Thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out.